Не озвучили. Да. Не, а то уходит в эфир, потом начинает. Ага, порядок. А у них эта бригада 6 человек. Это официально. Да.
One of the search and recovery technician team members, having crawled into the upper hatch of the Soyuz vehicle, removing some of the initial equipment from the crew, as well as some of the flight data file books that the crew used for reference during their descent back into the Earth's atmosphere and their parachute-assisted landing on the steppe of Kazakhstan that occurred about 23 minutes ago. And we're expecting now the first of the crew members to be removed from the Soyuz. This should be Sergei Ryzhikov from the center seat of the Soyuz. And in fact, that is the Soyuz commander, Sergei Ryzhikov, out of the Soyuz, 603 days in space, good for 13th on the all-time list. A good view of the Soyuz commander, Sergei Ryzhikov. The flight control team at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov has confirmed the official landing time now at 11:03 and 33 seconds p.m. Central Time, 12:03 and 33 seconds a.m. Eastern Time. So that landing time that we had estimated earlier was just a couple of seconds off, but that is the landing time.
Здесь что, Серега? А? На машине кречет написано. только с ним попрощались. Он уже здесь.
96.
Я, может, накрыть на голову что? Да нет, пока нормально. Не холодно? Да нет, так свежо. 28 не получилось. К вечеру. Вечером? Сейчас будет холодать, уже 18. Ну так нормально все авиация без проблем. Мы 10 километров перелетели заданной точки. Ну, ветерком. Да не только ветерок, по-моему, что-то АУС там на встрече. Перелетный промах 8, перегрузка 5,3.
The miss was 8, the G load was 5 and 3.
Once again, a view of Sergei Ryzhikov, the Soyuz
The
commander,
control was not
out of
ideal.
the Soyuz TMA-27.
Headwind or
The
something.
other two crew members to follow shortly. The Soyuz landed at 11:03 p.m. Central Time, 12:03 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, 10:03 a.m. at the landing site after a flawless departure from the International Space Station
Jonny had issues with his ear.
and a flawless entry back into the Earth's atmosphere.
На 3 километрах надо было открыть, продуться, быстренько и опять закрыть.
You should have purged at 3 kilometers. Purged and then close it.
Алексей за пакетом уже потянулся.
Ну вот, ожидаем.
Alexei started reaching for the bag.
Тут все готово насчет этого. Первый снег.
First snow today. There was no snow. We arrived at the airport and it started to snow. It's cold. Let's put a hat on.
Максимально быстро в палату.
Is the tent ready? Will be shortly.
Леса подойду. Не, мелочек с собой. Традиции не буду нарушать.
Let's follow the tradition.
Голова не мерзнет? Нет?
Не,
Not cold? No, not cold.
So the work continues to extract the other two crew members from the Soyuz.
What about this hat with blue and white? That's fine.
Когда сделают, да, по команде. Вниз вверх. Ага. И здесь его в эту. И на голову. Расположилась, не давит сюда.
интересно вообще.
Fantastic.
Как ты стал формулировать? Распутать шапку, расположилась.
Ну, внимание, сейчас тут короткое интервью даст.
Attention, please, a short interview.
Кому? Вам отвечать, да?
So, do I answer to you? Okay,
Что вы говорите?
just say something.
Поздравляем всех
What shall I say?
с завершением
Congratulations, everyone,
полета корабля.
on one more
С экипажем.
end
Руководством
of a Soyuz vehicle trip.
выполнения программы 73-й экспедиции.
Mission Expedition 73. All tasks completed. The crew are feeling great.
Специалистов,
Thank you to all the specialists, to all the designers, to everyone involved,
сотрудников ЦУПа,
to MCC,
научных
employees, to scientists, to everyone involved.
поддерживал. И, конечно, вас,
Thank you to all the families, and thank you to you who are greeting us here.
как обычно, мягенько.
How was the landing? It was a soft landing, as always.
Повернули чуть, да.
We tried to turn you. Yes, you did. You did turn us.
Конечно, конечно.
So you heard a few words, the interpreted words of Sergei Ryzhikov answering a few questions from members of the Russian media at the landing site, saying it was a soft landing and the crew is feeling great. The search and recovery teams, the technicians still working to extract the other two crew members, Alexei Zabritsky and Jonny Kim.
Ребята, потом чуть-чуть сейчас отойдите, пойти поработать с другими, и потом привет, хорошо? Ну, смотрите, по времени сколько уже прошло. Если хотите работать, работайте.
Just watch the time. The readings are nominal. Everything is fine.
Первый говорят, да?
Ну да.
It's snowing for the first time, they say, yes.
Смотри, не видно, что пролетали. Пролетали с орбиты уже дня 3 как облачно. До этого ясно было.
It used to be clear, but for the past 3 days it has been cloudy when we flew by.
Так, все, я тогда ухожу сейчас в палатку, а вы тут тогда поработаете немножко для камеры, а потом там увидитесь. Хорошо? Хорошо. Давайте второй срез.
This video from the landing site is courtesy of Roscosmos, a close-up view of the
All
descent
right,
module.
let's take one more reading.
The only section of the 3-section Soyuz vehicle that returns from space. The pyrotechnic separation of the 3 sections of the Soyuz occurring some 24 minutes after the completion of the deorbit burn that enabled the Soyuz to drop out of orbit for its 54-minute trip back into the Earth's atmosphere to the landing site.
Там как раз нагрелось.
They're taking him to the tent, and it's warm in here.
And one of the other crew members being taken directly into the medical tent.
В кармане в левой ноге.
Maybe into the tent? No, no. Traditions are not to be broken. I'll wait for everyone.
So 2 of the 3 crew members are now out of the Soyuz vehicle. You still see Sergei Ryzhikov, the Soyuz commander there. One of the other crew members already inside the medical tent. And
Handmade.
one of the people on
Congratulations on
the
return.
scene at the landing site providing a Matryoshka doll, a stacking doll, bearing Ryzhikov's face
A whole collection,
hand-painted
one after each flight.
as an offering of congratulations for his return back to Earth.
Там очень много людей. Нет, ну не достанут, а потом мы подойдем.
Давайте подождем, Джонни, да нет, Джонни, давайте дождемся. Нормально. Сколько 4 раскиши может зайдут, и сколько места надо? Ну, так, у нас сколько? 7 литературных гостиных, по каждой. Поэмы сейчас.
Нет, если...
А есть второе дело? Может, второе дело? Не, Леш, не ползи, переживай, давай.
Нет, давайте мы это там уберем немножко.
Нет, сказали, сейчас достанут. После эвакуации. Сейчас третьего члена экипажа эвакуируют.
С моей стороны не было.
Не было уже, да?
Вы же
Нет,
сказали, сломали пару.
А, нет, это отдать? Высотомер может быть.
Молодец. Дружище.
NASA's Jonny Kim, back on Earth after 245 days in space.
Where are our photo and video folks?
So all 3 crew members now out of the Soyuz vehicle. The Soyuz commander, Sergei Ryzhikov, was first out. He is still sitting in his chair, getting his land legs back. Alexei Zabritsky was taken directly into the medical tent nearby. And there's NASA's Jonny Kim having completed his first flight into space. Ryzhikov now being brought to the medical tent as well. Kim will follow in just a couple of minutes.
Take a photo with you? Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll do the same.
Get the doctor here in a second. There you go.
Ryzhikov fulfilling a long-standing Russian tradition by signing his capsule.
Okay.
She knows that you're,
Oh,
awake.
thank you.
Okay. You want your comm cap off or you're good?
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Сколько? Не вижу.
Signing the capsule and the date of its landing, December 9th, Kazakhstan time. And another view, courtesy of Roscosmos, showing Sergei Ryzhikov being brought to the inflatable medical tent. Alexei Zabritsky already in the medical tent. And Jonny Kim having a few minutes to get his land legs back. Still sitting in the chair nearby the Soyuz MS-27 spacecraft that the three crew members landed in some 44 minutes ago. And another view of NASA's Jonny Kim. The Soyuz MS-27 landed at 11:03 p.m. Central Time, 12:03 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday morning, December 9th, 10:03 a.m. Kazakhstan time at the landing site, some 91 miles southeast of the town of Zhezkazgan. And the third and final crew member of Soyuz MS-27, Jonny Kim, now being brought to that nearby inflatable medical tent. Right there in the foreground is Dina Contella, who's the Deputy Program Manager for the International Space Station program. So all three crew members now inside that inflatable medical tent. They will be helped out of their Sokol launch and entry suits into more comfortable clothing, and will have an opportunity to be brought to three waiting Russian helicopters, one for each crew member, that will take them on a 2-hour flight back to the staging city of Karaganda, Kazakhstan. Kim will board a NASA jet with his NASA team members. They will fly back to the Johnson Space Center in Houston, while Alexei Zabritsky and Sergei Ryzhikov board a Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center aircraft to fly back to their training base in Star City outside of Moscow. So with a successful on-time landing for the Soyuz MS-27, all three crew members out of the spacecraft and in the medical tent, as is the common procedure. It was a perfect undocking and ride home through the Earth's atmosphere for Soyuz MS-27, Jonny Kim, Alexei Zabritsky, and Sergei Ryzhikov. They are home for the holidays, back on Earth, after 245 days in space. With that, we'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. Thank you for staying with us, and we wish you all happy holidays throughout the month of December and beyond. You can continue to follow International Space Station activities on our website at nasa.gov and all the other NASA platforms. But for now, we'll sign off. This is Mission Control Houston.